welcome again to another episode of Third Action. I am your host and game master for the evening, Jason, and these are the same three tiny lizards that were here last week. In the bottom left, we have Charlotte playing Asher Ford, Human Ranger.
I have to buy fast Phelan, flat Phelan. So,
in the bottom middle, we have Will playing Greshy, Ironroot, Dwarven Druid.
Hello, still here.
He's currently repping a character from our Starfinder game that just ended last night. And in the bottom right, we have Gunn, Shough, Human Champion of Erastil, played by Adam.
Hey. Yep, still me.
Yeah, still you. Thankfully. Nobody's gotten replaced by simulacrums just yet. So, let's see.
That we can prove.
Yeah.
That's true. Quick, everyone, come up with your questions for what the real you, only the real you would know. Anyway.
Well, if there's a fake me here, they would make up a different question. Terrible advice.
It's already too late. We've already been infiltrated.
Alright, so, last time on Third Action, our group of intrepid adventurers made their way back to the camp where you had been doing the planning. Not defeated, but not disheartened from your initial attempt to make your way into Fort Rannick. Rethinking things, you decided to do a bit of scouting first. This time, with a much smaller party, with basically just Greshy and Gunn. Greshy cast Fly on Gunn. Gunn used the last range charge of invisibility in his cloak, and sought out the secret entrance, and then flew. I guess you did that second. First you flew up to the Eagle's Eyrie above Fort Rannick, where the local giant eagle population is known to roost. There you found no living giant eagles, but you did find one giant eagle egg, which Gunn safely retrieved and brought down the mountain to Greshy. Then you proceeded to locate the hidden waterfall entrance to a cavern that leads behind and possibly beneath the keep. Then, meanwhile, Asher and his father, Jakardros, had a bit of a talk in the woods, in the rain. Some things were said. Check out that episode if you missed it. It's pretty good. Revelations occurred, and we discovered some hidden connections to characters that didn't know they had such connections.
Dad's kind of a sad sack.
Yeah, he kind of is. Let's see. Once the party managed to regroup, you decided to leave the egg with Shalelu and try a second attempt, or a third journey up to Fort Rannick in the morning. So you've left her behind. She's going to take care of the egg to make sure it's not going to get broke. And you, along with Jakardros, Vale, Kaven, and Kib, made your way up to the fort. You used a sneaky plan with some fancy spells, courtesy of your druid friend, Greshy. You did a wall of stone to block off your path, and then snuck up through the waterfall entrance into a cave filled with moss and fungus. Gunn then
and glowing lizards.
Gunn then proceeded to check out a bit further down the path while still visible, and saw a few cute little blue lizards that were giving off some sparks of electricity as they munched on some mushrooms. Returning to the group, that is where we ended for the evening. So let's let me go ahead and switch this back over here. Switch to the map view, and if I can find the party, will that work? Aha!
Somewhere over on the left there. There we are.
There we are.
a Zoom and I can actually look at this live. Okay. Alright, so, we'll pick up right where you left off. I believe, so Asher currently has a torch lit, that gives him, like 20 feet of bright light and then 20 feet further of dim light. Everybody else, I don't think anybody else has dark vision except for Greshy. But Greshy was in the midst of drying everyone off with prestidigitation after you had all been climbing through the waterfall. And I believe Gunn had asked about the lizards to see what other people knew. Alright, give way to you guys. What do you want to do?
Well, now for the bad news. This is pretty much as far as we've planned this out. So
Aye.
That is
we're
true.
winging it from here.
Well,
we
did find out the bitter bark is an option if we can find that stash of it wherever it's at for dealing with the lizards.
Oh, but that's for just the lizards. I mean, we got a whole fort full of ogres.
Oh,
I don't think shooting them with a squirt bottle is gonna scare them away.
Do you have a
Might,
squirt
though.
bottle? How do you squirt
we
a
have the
bottle? Isn't it
squirt
usually made of
bottle.
glass?
Don't we have the spray that
Oh, we do have the squirt bottle. I
squirt
suppose
bottle?
it's not
Oh, we
called
do
a
have that one.
squirt bottle exactly, but
Well, I meant like you do with a cat, but
That's kind of what you do. Just it's bigger, a bigger stream for a
But-
bigger cat.
you know this is very true. I hadn't thought about it that way before. But we do have to remember that we have that because that actually could be handy. Like, what would happen if we just put that in the fort and left it open until the whole place flooded?
I would have to double check what was Basta told me about it, but I don't think
Might-
it just goes forever.
It might be enough to distract them if it causes a big flood. We could leave it in one of the buildings.
It is possible. Definitely possible. Just, not sure. Well, I'd also would not want to lose it. That'd be
Sure.
kind of sad.
Of course.
But other than that, I mean, it's an option. I was thinking we would use it to blast ogres off of, like, the
Off the
sides of
wall?
walls or something, yeah.
That's a pretty good use too.
That's my thought of it.
If they're large, they might not be able to be moved off by that. I forget how we found out that worked. I think that it's really difficult for it to move large things.
You'd have to double check, but either way, it's definitely an option. Decanter. There it is. Other options are trying to take it as we go, just as we get inside, just trying to, as
And-
quietly as possible, just handle them as they come.
Yeah, that works great until we trip the alarms. And then we have the whole fort coming down on us.
Mhm.
So,
Could we... You said we might be able to just bypass the lizards as long as we don't bother them too much, or do you think they would be...
yeah, it's possible.
All right. Could we could we get them to a position where they're moving into the fart themselves?
Yeah, maybe I could just open the door and then shoo them in
I
to the
mean,
fort to where the ogres have to deal with them.
Corral them.
if we could... Jakardros, where did you say... Who was it that was stockpiling the bitter bark? And do you know where it's stockpiled at?
No, I forget who I said had it.
That's fair.
thanks.
Uh,
You should have written it down. My old man's memory is not what it used to be.
you are a sad sack, aren't you? Well, let's see here. If we can locate
I don't know
that
if there's.
stash...
I don't know if there's a whole lot of it left anywhere. We do have problems with the lizards from time to time, so I know they like to smoke out or burn some bitter bark in the basement just to keep them away from.
Where do you
from the-
usually have problems with the lizard? I'm wondering where we're going to come in once we go through the door here.
Vale speaks up. Well, I think he said. I think the engineer said something about it opening up to the basement. but I guess we could always find out.
Yep, I think we're about to.
Sneak and peek.
All right. Well, we can take a look, see what we can find. If we can find enough bitter bark, we might be able to use that to corral the lizards up in the right direction. And then if they're bothering the ogres, then the ogres got to deal with them and might be a bit too distracted by that.
Well, I don't see any around here.
I don't think they store it in the cave here. I'm just wondering if it's in the basement we're heading into, perhaps. Or
If it is, we're going to have
place.
to get past the lizards first to find out. So
Maybe they're happy, friendly lizards who will ignore us.
I appreciate that wishful thinking, Asher.
we could try to sneak past them, but I don't think it's going to.
I'll speak to the lizard. I guess I can't. Greshy has to speak to the lizard.
I could ask him for safe passage.
That's a good idea. You don't have to use any spells to do that, do you?
No, I can just try and speak to them. They'll listen, they just may not agree. But I can at least ask.
Yeah, that's a good
Did you want to write this down for me as well?
I think you'll do all right when
Sure.
it comes to lizards somehow.
Well, let's I'll go give it a try here. And guess I'll move up towards the wherever these lizards are.
I'll go.
I'm
not gonna go right with them, but
I'm gonna try and stay close to them because I can't see a thing.
I guess
Just
we'll
follow.
follow.
I do have my cool torch.
Oh, it's not on for me.
Oh no.
Is it not on? Hold on, one sec. Let me make sure
Here,
that
I'll
everybody can
stand
see
still to see if we can fix
it.
it.
Yeah, there you go.
Ah,
Everyone can see
that's much better.
Asher's torch now, hopefully. Okay, so Greshy is. There's the weird buzzing sound. It's my
There
AC
is.
probably.
I do hear buds.
Can you turn off the music for a moment?
Sure. But I can tell you that it's just my AC.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay. I thought it might have been something weird with music going on.
Yeah, if it's annoying, I can turn it off. Here, I'll just turn it off and I'll burn to death.
It only
That's okay.
seems to be loud enough to activate when you're talking.
Yeah, well, it doesn't get picked up when I'm not talking. I have a noise gate on.
You're, you're good now, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because I turned it off.
I just
So I shall just melt
Oh, you turn off the
pain.
I see.
Yeah.
just don't die of heat stroke.
Oof.
Hydration.
Yeah, I'll work on it. Okay, back to the game. So you guys are you start making your way up the northern passage here, and one of the lizards sees you, Greshy, and shrieks.
I will attempt to communicate in Druidic and just ask him for a moment. I just want to ask him a favor. We're not going to hurt him.
Okay, give me a diplomacy check.
That's going to go swimmingly.
You don't have like the. I think there's
That's a
feat
10
that-
total.
Cool. Okay.
I do have untrained, but if
no,
it's
I was gonna
is it
say
half
there's.
rounded up for character level?
Sorry, what? Oh, your bonus. Oh, do you not have that in your sheet?
It's a flat bonus.
I do. That's correct. I was just double
Okay.
checking. It's
Alright.
should be 4 points, which is why it's a 10 total because I have a -1 to charisma and it's untrained.
Oh dear.
Okay. It shrieks and starts radiating electricity. Let's get some dice rolling for initiative.
Should I roll the diplomacy for initiative?
We'll just take that 10.
Okay. Grand.
No, go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll the diplomacy.
I mean, it's still good. It's not going to get much better than that, but all right.
But everybody else can just roll stealth, I guess, if you're hiding. Otherwise, perception.
Oh, holy crap! That's not bad. It's a 20 on mine.
Okay. Did Asher roll?
Whee!
There it is.
I just rolled. We're 23.
3 lizards. Sards. Got. Let's shoot the photo on. 23. Okay. The others are kind of a little bit far
Hey,
back,
look-
so I'm not going to bother rolling initiative for them. Okay. The lizard's turns. So this cute little guy shrieks out and give me a reflex save, Greshy and Phelan.
All right. Gotta find where things are on the sheet. So Phelan is getting a 30. Though I may need
Okay.
to double check that. And we'll go with Greshy real quick while I look that up real. Yeah. Greshy gets a 19.
Okay, so if Phelan's number is correct, that's a critical success. For Greshy, that's merely a success. Whoops, I should put that there.
Here's what I'm looking for.
Figure out how many dice I'm supposed to roll for this. What's it called? Aha. What's that? Alright. Whee.
Nope, that's correct.
6 points of electricity damage, halved for you, so 3.
All right.
And then it runs. The other lizards also start running. Well, they're there. Yeah, they all
Not
start
exactly the
running
most
off
friendly
to your right.
creatures.
Asher.
Well,
I'm not gonna do anything because I can't see anything.
Is your torch not
In
burned?
the tunnel. No, I can't. Like nothing was in my line of sight when I
see.
measured, so I was like, there's nothing.
There was nothing there.
Chill.
Greshy just got shocked by the air.
Oh, Greshy,
Very,
goodness.
Lots of lightning down here.
Oh, Greshy, are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine.
That's
Okay.
good.
Gunn, do you want to do anything?
Asher has the light and Asher's in the back, so
Hi.
I think I'll just move up to here, and then I guess
as
I'll.
as you move up, you can see one around the corner to the right, scurrying down the tunnel.
Oh, that's right. They kind of glow. Okay. I'll move one more time up to about here, and I'll cast Shield,
Okay.
which is
Cast
one of
shield on
my
yourself.
new cantrips. And it's a one action spell. It's effectively like Raise Shield, the action, but the shield has slightly different stats, and I'm not carrying my shield right now, so.
All right. So you just move forward and protect yourself as you step into the darkness.
Mhm.
Greshy.
All right. Can I attempt to make another impression, or have I ruined that?
You can attempt again. Sure.
All right. Well, I'll move up by 10, 15, 20. And, well, I guess I haven't made one on this one. I'm assuming that's a different one than the one I saw. And,
You're not sure.
all right. Well, I will call out and say, hold on, we're not trying to hurt you. We're trying to be friendly here. And let's see what happens. Oh, it's worse. It's an 8 total.
You're so
Okay,
scary, Greshy.
It looks back and hisses, and more little zaps of lightning appear all around it. It seems pretty hostile still.
All right. Well, Phelan, get in here. And Phelan will move up. To double check this again, since I was just looking at the wrong thing here. Oh shit. 5, 10, 15, 20. And once he's here, since he only has 10 feet of movement in his current form, I will deactivate the collar so he can get back to normal size.
Okay, you make him Big Phelan.
Which
swipe
is
a hand over
surely
the
going to
collar
reassure
and
these lizards that nothing is bad.
bumps up to
Everything's fine.
giant size. Okay, give me another reflex save, Phelan and Greshy.
Sure. Phelan. Well, here's Greshy. That is a 21 for Greshy.
Okay.
And Phelan gets a 28.
Okay, that is a that's a critical success for Phelan, but a failure, or regular success for Greshy. So 5 over 2 is 2. So 2
Alright.
points of electric damage. And then that's off.
It's like touching an electric fence over and over again.
Okay, it scurries off down the hall down the tunnel to the east. Asher.
Alright, here I go. Ah. Hello.
Oh, hi. They scurried off.
Oh no. Still can't see anything, so I'm just wandering around. Where did they all go?
They went over to the cave or the tunnel over there to the east. Can you see it?
So as Asher makes his way over towards the tunnel to the east, you can see the dim light of the Shough lizard.
From my map, I can't see anything still.
You should be able to see just like a little bit of slight brightness over here.
Oh yeah, I see the teeniest little corner.
Yeah.
Ah, there it is.
Just a wee bit.
All right, Gunn.
Hey, what was all that stuff that I could see briefly while Asher was here before running away?
Oh yeah.
You saw a bunch of. You saw this earlier too.
Well, I
They-
didn't have a light with me.
Oh, I guess not. There was a
But the
bunch
lizard
of crates and boxes up in the corner, as well as several like rusty old weapons.
I'm gonna walk over there and, in the dim light, try to examine or search for anything useful. See what's there.
Okay, you're rifling through the stuff over here. You find a few swords, a couple of bows, long bows, some daggers. Nothing too interesting on that weapon rack. They seem to be in okay condition. Greshy.
All right. Well, Jacardrots or Vale, do you happen to know what's over here to the east, or what's down this tunnel?
No, I haven't been back here before.
Not exactly useful, but all right. Well, Greshy will 5, 10, 15, 20 to see if we can get a better view to the north. 25, 30, 35, 40.
So you guys are in kind of a larger chamber,
Still not good view.
and yeah, there's a tunnel up to the north that winds around westward that Greshy can't quite see around. Asher is looking at the tunnel to the east, where the Shough lizard was running through. Top of round 3, the Shough lizard continues to run
That's it.
and runs around the corner and disappears. Combat's over.
Easy.
Maybe you should have written something down for me, Gunn.
Oh no.
I will try it next time.
Suppose as much.
The others kind of
Oh.
shuffle in behind
I don't know.
you.
I think they were just skittish.
Might have been the case, but was kind of hoping to at least say hi, see what they wanted.
Hey, do you have your light spell today?
Oh, I believe so. Let me double check. Spells, I think I prepared that. I do, in fact. Did you want one?
If you don't mind.
Sure. I can barely make out something to the north here, but here, let me come down to you. Sword or shield? Or armor? Or
How
forehead?
about like how about something I can hold without? I don't know. Let's see. What have I got? Spoon, maybe.
Okay. Are you saying you don't want light to fight with, or?
Yes.
Okay, well, pull out your spoon or whatever.
Sure. It's in with all of our camping gear.
Oh, right. Pulls it out. I'll pull it out, a spoon of some sort. He'll get a ladle. He gets a ladle.
Oh wait, no. The
Ooh.
whisk.
A whisk.
Here's this whisk. Remember we found this shoot, where did we find it?
I'm not sure, actually. But
I think it's
Fine.
Aldern's. I think it's Aldern's whisk.
Alden.
oh, did we steal Aldern's whisk? I don't even remember that. That's disturbing.
His
A
cake
dead,
whisk.
undead, re-dead man's whisk. Well, I will pull out the whisk and I will cast light on it for. Those were good rolls, at least.
Using
Pretty sure
all your
it's
good
success.
rolls on light.
Apparently, I don't know why it does that. There's nothing to roll for, but it rolls 2d20 for
mice?
some reason.
Yeah, I'm
Spells
not
don't-
sure.
My spells don't do that. I don't think.
I mean, I don't know. Anyway, well, you now
All
have
right,
light
well,
on
thanks.
your whisk there. I would imagine we can check out where the lizards ran off to, but I can't imagine they'd be running up to hang out with the ogres.
I can
So
peek
is
around
light
the
just
corner.
torch?
Light is effectively torch.
I thought it was
Okay.
better than torch, but it says
It is heightened to 60-foot radius because it is a
Ooh.
4th level.
Define
that's
60-foot radius. What's the...
It shines bright light in a 60-foot radius, and it's dim light for the next 60 feet.
That's a lot of light.
that's a lot of light.
Alright, it's fucking bright whisk. Radiates
I was
the-
imagining we'd cast it on your sword, and then you could just sheath it when you didn't really need to see things.
Oh, well, I can always stuff the whisk in my pocket or something.
Alright,
Just
well you
imagine
guys
this weird
are
glow out of your pocket.
fishing around for whisks and all that stuff. Asher was making his way down the
Yeah, peek
Eastern,
in the corner.
corridor.
We could have put it on a mushroom.
Oh.
And at the end of the eastern corridor, you see a narrow tunnel that ends in a some kind of slab of rock blocking the way. It seems to be pretty thin. It doesn't look like it would give up much resistance. It's just kind of placed there. But to the north, you see what appears to be a trap door that
Ooh.
is currently it's actually hanging open fully. Just a wooden
That's where
trap
the
door
lizards
built
went.
into the stone.
I was gonna say those lizards totally disappeared. Yeah, where does this strange little? Do I have to squeeze in here? Can I even fit there?
Yeah, it's pretty tight. You could squeeze through. Vale speaks up as you make your way over towards it. I think that's probably right behind the new barracks.
Oh. Where do you think the trap door goes?
If I were to guess, it would go down, probably to the basement.
Okay.
The
so
trap
we
door
have-
goes down from here.
Yeah, it looks like it. I could peek in it.
Interesting. Interesting. I would have thought it would go up from here.
Oh, it's a trapdoor on the floor.
Okay.
That would be a trap staircase. Which would be like an attic. Can I peek down? Is it like a drop? Is there?
Yeah, you open up the well, sorry, it's already open. You can just peek down. and wave your torch a little bit. You can see there is an old wooden ladder that's been placed here, and it leads down into some dark caverns. You just see like a narrow path leading a bit further north down from there, but it goes down about 15 feet.
So there are definitely 2 ways we can get in.
Let's find out if there's a third.
Yeah. That's what
I
I would like to
spotted a
know.
bit of a looks like a bridge to the north here. I don't know where it goes though.
I'll
I just
start
got
heading that way.
caught a glance around the corner.
Well, so you guys can't really talk to each other while you're so far.
Well, I was
apart.
talking to Gunn
Sure.
specifically.
just
That's
standing-
So,
door.
okay. While Asher and Vale and company are all checking out that, Gunn and Greshy make their way up the northern path. And as you do so, you can see there is a large bridge over some kind of open chasm or ravine to the north.
Is that a sheer wall on both sides, or is that
Yeah, it's a sheer
actually
cliff.
like a descending? Okay.
Ignore the weird perspective. I did
Okay.
what I could with the tiles that I had.
Oh, that's cool. Just wanted to know whether it was perspective.
Yeah, it's just weird perspective.
Cool. Looks good.
That was
Um,
terrifying.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Let's
There's
climb
a-
on it.
I would
Rickety
like
bridge
to
over
walk
an
up
open
to it
chasm.
and just check the rope as thoroughly as I can.
Sure. Give me a perception check, then.
Okay.
oh,
Oh no.
14.
that's not necessarily a failure.
Yeah, the natural. Oh, well, natural 1 is a.
Natural 1.
Yeah.
It could be
well,
his DC 5
Uh,
or DC 4.
Sure. Yeah, it could be a DC 5 or 4. Yes, you're right. Natural 1s do reduce the level of success by 1. So if that was a critical success, then it could be merely a success. So. All right, so you take a look at the ropes, check you pull at one a bit. Seems sturdy enough. The bridge itself looks kind of old. But...
Okay. Yep, I was specifically checking just the ropes, so I guess.
It's a rope.
Okay,
It
well,
doesn't-
hey, I've
looks
still
fine.
got.
It looks fine to you.
I've still got spider climb on for a couple more minutes.
It should be, I believe. It should be good for an hour.
An hour?
I will double check here. Might be 10 minutes, but I thought
I
it was
thought it
an
was
hour.
10 minutes, but if it's an hour, then
Let me double check real quick, so I'm not lying to you, and you don't just fall to your death. That'd be unfortunate.
I still have spider climb. Whoa.
It is 10 minutes. You're right. I think I can heighten it to an hour, but it's not
okay.
heightened.
But I think I still have some time left on it because I just came back and ended the invisibility very early. I think it's only been about 5 minutes since we. I mean, it took 5. Let's say it took 5 minutes to get everybody in here, and another 2.
Well, you're cutting
Yeah,
it close
well.
if you do. That's all I got to say.
Do I still feel sticky?
Sorry, what was the total time that you just said? That
10
should
minutes.
last? 10 minutes?
Well, it lasts for 10 minutes, and he thinks it might be less than that, and
Yeah, 10 minutes have more than passed by now.
all right.
Oh, okay.
We spent a while drying people off and getting settled in once we got in the cave. So,
Dang.
But I don't know what
Well-
you're worried about. The bridge looks fine to you. It looks sturdy.
Run
Well,
across
that's
it.
true.
Full force.
Still,
is this the right way to go? Do you think?
that looks.
Or should we check the eastern?
I can't possibly see the bottom of that, can I?
You can look down. Perception check. Yeah.
I suppose you could look down.
I have a glowing whisk.
Yeah.
And
You could just drop the whisk and do the thing and see where it goes.
all right, I'll make another perception check to See how deep this chasm looks. 30.
Okay. You make your way over towards the ledge and wave your whisk over the edge, I suppose. And you can see down. It looks like it drops about 50 feet into a kind of narrow and craggy bottom of the ravine there. But all along the ravine, you see these like bright red gems as the whisk passes. As the whisk moves, you can see like shimmering of red gems embedded in the rock. And you can also just barely make out what appears to be a skeleton at the bottom of the ravine, with an old weathered backpack.
Oh. Okay, well.
There's
seems
like some poor soul has fallen. A long time ago.
There's some sweet treasure down there. I'm not saying that's a priority right now. But we could go check out who that was.
Do you want to test the bridge? I do have Featherfall prepared. Getting you back up might be a bit of a thing, but...
Sure.
I
How
have
does
so much
Featherfall's
rope.
range?
Featherfall's range, I believe, is 60 feet.
Okay.
So basically, don't go, dashing across the
Sure.
bridge. But
All right,
I'll
I'll carefully walk across the bridge, holding on to the ropes on both sides if I can.
What's the worst that could happen?
I don't know. It's 15 feet wide, this bridge, so
It's a pretty wide bridge. So, Gunn carefully.
maybe I'll
makes
pick
his
one
way
side to.
across. Yeah, you kind of stand on one side. Just carefully move your way across. Seems fine. Wobbles. a bit
While I watch him
for your
go
weight.
across, does it look like there's any weird wobbling that looks dangerous? Like, does it look like the bridge has been trapped in some manner, or is it just an older bridge?
Perception.
I'm specifically looking for traps, if that makes a difference. Perception versus, say, thievery or something.
Sure. It'd still be perception.
Okay. Just double checking. That is a 31.
It seems like it supports Gunn's weight well enough, but you wouldn't try putting your own weight and his together.
Alright. Good to know. Okay. Which means Phelan is going to go back to Puppy Farm here to get across that bridge. I'm not going to send him across as is.
Okay, so pause on you guys. We'll jump back to Asher.
Absolutely.
Man, it sure is good that all my friends are behind me. Wait, where are my friends? Where?
We're all here.
Did you guys see where they went? Where did they go? Greshy and...
No, they
I
didn't
almost said
follow
Greshy
us.
and Asher. They didn't follow... Oh
Where
my
did I
God.
go? Where
Okay,
is my
hold
mind?
on. I gotta go. Excuse me. All right.
Well, we'll follow. You've still got the light.
Oh yeah, sorry guys.
We can't see either.
What a comical. I could give them each a candle.
on that.
Okay.
I don't need to work on this. All right. Oh,
They've-
they're not here, but here's Phelan.
Yeah, you see
Is
Phelan.
he still
currently-
here?
Yeah, Phelan's still there. He's just kind of sitting guard.
Phelan. Where did Greshy and Gunn go?
He turns and whimpers, looks to the north.
Oh. Can I get around him?
You try to squeeze past, but he's kind of blocking the way.
Okay. I'm gonna try and call, not super loud, but like, Greshy, are you up there?
Gresha, you hear a
Okay,
voice
Greshy.
from the south.
Try a tumble. That might work.
It's possible. Let me go back and see what's going on here.
I think Phelan's stuck.
Hold on, Gunn. Be right back. Oh, Phelan, I didn't expect you to follow me. Hang on just a moment, and I will shrink him down to size. I'll activate the collar
He
and...
loves you. He wants to follow.
Alright, Phelan shrinks back to puppy size.
All right,
Oh.
let's put him back in his
Oh, there you
little
are,
satchel.
Greshy.
Sorry about that.
What are you guys doing up there?
Oh, we found a bridge. We were just double checking to see where it went. What'd you find?
I found a
Did you see where
trap
the lizards
door
went?
to what I think is the basement, and we found a little hole
A
that
hole.
Vale says goes to the new barracks behind the new barracks. So I think there's 2 ways we could go in.
Interesting. Do you think that the basement will also lead in, or do you think it would be up this way across this weird bridge?
I assume that's how we get to the basement. You did say the tunnel should connect.
Okay.
Says Vale.
So the basement probably doesn't connect directly to the base any other way. It would be through here. That's all right. So if we're crossing the bridge, we need to go one at a time. Just to let you know, because pretty sure that putting 2 of you on there would be a bit too much.
What's across the bridge? Do we not know? Where's Gunn?
Gunn right now is across the bridge.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, we don't know.
Oh, he can whisper to us with his psychic whisper.
I think he's got to be able to see us to do that.
Oh.
Here, let's take a
Also,
look real quick.
I don't have that today.
Oh no.
That's
Well,
fair.
you can shout very loudly.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
All right.
Although, hey, I was just thinking, if we need to retreat and run away from ogres,
Oh.
this way seems safer because they probably couldn't follow us. They'd fall into the pit.
We'd have to go one at a time.
That's true.
Well, I guess the tunnel's kind of small. Like, ogres are big. I don't think they could pile up that much.
We could cut them off here. It'd be pretty hard for them to squeeze through, which means that we'd have a bit easier time to kind of whittle them down if need be.
Yeah.
So,
Maybe.
this
They're
is not a
dumb,
bad backup plan.
but if they've still got their leader, I don't know if they'll fall for such a trick. Sister Carters.
That's true.
Well,
Yeah, but it depends what we find. I mean, I'm just kind of hoping we might find something this way that will give us a better chance.
Oh, there you are across.
So is Gunn? Gunn's just there across the bridge.
yeah, he's across the bridge now. Well, do you want to check out your trapdoor, Asher, or should we just head across the bridge for now and then come back?
You know, how far can Gunn get before he can't really communicate with us anymore?
Well, he would have to yell at us anyway. He still has a message.
I don't have that spell today.
Well, no, I mean just like shouting, or not shouting, just being like, "Hey."
Shouting is not great when we're infiltrating.
Hey,
You guys already have to kind of talk pretty loud to talk across this cavern,
Yeah.
like you
Okay.
guys are doing.
Well,
Come on over.
okay. So I want to go over here. I'm gonna go across this bridge. I don't trust anything that's made of wood, I've decided, because I know about sawmills. So
You should
I'm
know
going to.
that wood is very trustworthy. Then
Just because you know a lot about something doesn't mean you trust. I don't trust trees.
I know a decent amount about ogres. I don't trust them either.
I know nothing about
Well, if you're so scared, I can go across first, and Vale will start walking across.
them. Okay, bye, Vale.
Oops, sorry.
All right, just be careful.
Well, I'm still gonna do what I was doing anyway. Which was put my piton in the wall and put some rope on it just in case.
How many ropes do we have? Just 2, or do we have 3?
Let's look at how many ropes I
think
have.
we have
I have
2.
3. Well, I have 2.5 ropes because I used one for fishing.
Jakartras pushes Caven out onto the bridge, and he kind of stumbles. Fine.
I got you.
Go.
Don't-
Go.
If you fall, Caven, I will catch you. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
It's fine. It's fine. Okay, we'll just walk across.
Yeah, how much is this?
Do you see what I was doing there, Asher? If, say,
Let's see.
you attached it here, you cross the bridge,
Oh, yes.
and then you attach it over here,
That's a better idea.
and then we have a backup method of trying to cross in case the bridge does break later.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna do.
Mhm.
Was kind of put one piton here with it, then bring it along with me, then another piton. So if it falls.
We could
at least
even have
something to
somebody
grab.
I still have the ability to catch somebody if need be. I can still do that once at least today.
That's
We could have somebody climb out to the middle to put a third piton in the middle. That way we have pretty good stability all the way across.
Oops.
Cardros crosses as
So we
well,
want to
and
secure
once
each
he's
side first.
across, he whistles out for Kib, who then charges across.
Well, I've got my rope and the piton, which I'm going to put in the square I was in. And then I'm going to go cross.
Okay.
Whoops. And then
Make your way
here,
across
I'll
to
put the
north side.
other piton.
Alright,
Okay.
so you now just have a rope
And tie the rope to it.
dangled across
A safety rope.
the bridge. Okay. So it's just along the
Then I will
east side of the
follow.
bridge.
So we're supposed to just kind of dangle from it?
Well, I would say just hold it as you're walking across, and worst comes to worst, the bridge falls, and you have something that's still stuck on
Wouldn't
either
it be,
side.
if you put it on the wall, then you could put your feet on the wall at least, if you needed to.
Put it on what wall?
What's it
If you attach it down
over
here
here?
to the wall, and then when you cross, you can just kind of drag it to match along the wall over here, where Gunn's at. Does that work?
So then it's on the wall, and if the bridge falls when you're on it, you can't get it.
Oh, true. We
Yeah.
would not want to be on the
Yeah.
bridge if
But-
This was just the idea of like the bridge kind of looks flimsy. It's just something to kind of hold on to that's sturdy. So if the bridge did
All right.
fall, people could kind of hang on to it. Or put more weight on the rope while crossing or anything like that.
Up to you.
That's fine. I think it's a good idea just to have that as a backup plan.
Just a
Just,
super backup.
Mhm.
Remember, one at a time. Don't break the bridge.
And I have to write down.
I'm gonna start heading this way.
Okay, Gunn. So everybody is already on the northern side of the bridge, and you just placed this safety rope in case something happens on the way back. Gunn then decides to tells everyone he's going to go check out the northern path and begins walking up ahead over the scouting. So as he's going along the northern path, you can see that it bends in two. One continues more to the north and curves around to your left. The other path continues straight ahead and seems to bend to the right, almost southward. You don't hear anything, just the sound of the rain
Okay.
distance.
I'm gonna wave for everybody to come this way. They're all staying way back
Hello.
there. And then when they get closer, I'll start moving up again. I think I hear a waterfall.
It's just the heavy rain outside.
I
Oh.
can hear that from here.
Means we must be
Kinda
close to an exit someplace.
hear it all through the cave, but it's getting louder.
Oh.
What is this? This looks like
So Gunn decides to take a look-see down the northern path, and you can see what appear to be it's a one large chamber filled to the brim with recesses of coffins in the walls. Each coffin is made of stone and decorated, or I guess what do you call it? Embedded with the image of a human male on each one. Different humans on each. There's a large stone on the northern side of the cave there. But yeah, there's just a bunch of coffins lining the walls. They all appear to have the mark of the black arrows on the side. As you step further in, you see an open coffin on the ground, broken, It looks like it's slipped out of out of its interior position on one of the higher shelves, I guess. And you just see a old skeleton corpse turned over on its side. Its clothes rotted away to time. Only rags remain.
I'll come in and take a look. I want to maybe see if I can look at the... You say they have pictures? They have images of the...
Yeah, each one seems to have the image of the person who was buried on it. And they each say in their in the common tongue, they seem to read names on each coffin along the sides.
Anything other than the names?
Maybe ranks as well.
I'll
Seems
step
to
over to
refer
this one
ranks of
and
black
try and
arrows. As you step
look at
closer,
it closely.
you see the name. Where's the name?
I'm keeping an eye on that one that's open out of the corner of my eye, just in case.
Oh, sorry, you were just looking at the
Obvious.
closest one? I thought you were looking at the...
Yeah, this one here on the wall.
The name itself is seems to be worn out.
How convenient for you.
Yes. It is quite old. It's been here for some time.
Okay.
But the rank seems to be lieutenant.
The Black Arrow's crypt in here.
What'd you find
Well,
there? Says Jakardras from after the opening.
looks like an old Black Arrow's crypt. Some of the honored dead. Lieutenant. I don't know, do I see any other ranks around, like commander?
Yeah, you see several different ranks. Jakardras and Vale and Caven and make their way over as well. Take a look. Boy, this is kind of spooky. I think the commander said something about this once. They used to bury the dead here, but I guess it...
I wouldn't touch anything if I...
No, not touching anything. This kind of gives me the creeps.
Who's this fellow who's fallen out of the wall of his place?
There on the ground, you walk over and take a look at the name engraved there on the side. It says Lorgus Fenker. Lorgus Fenker. Lorgus, or maybe Lorgus, you're not sure.
That sounds like a strange name. Does that sound like a real person's name, or is there possibly some sort of like shenanigan going on? Like, is that like an anagram for something?
Is Gunn Shough asking me if that's
Okay,
a
well, fair enough.
legit name?
Ooh, called out.
With
Completely legitimate
sure,
name.
you can give me a society is a thing in this game, right? Society check.
okay. I'm good at improvising that.
With an
total of
18, that's not
20.
bad.
You've never known a Lorgus, but it's not an unreasonable name. Probably a
Okay.
Parisian local.
Yeah. I can't get it to spell anything else, so I assume that it's just a...
Argus.
Well, I guess he could be a gross... No.
See something interesting?
Well, I was just thinking, is there any way I can put this guy back where he belongs? um, with care to like lift the remains if there's. You said they're spilled out on the floor, right?
Yes, they're currently spilled out on the floor, just right next to the coffin.
Uh-huh. Are they together at all, or is it all just dusty old bones?
They're pretty dusty old bones, yeah.
Okay,
Just
well.
like scraps of old clothing.
I'll make an attempt to gently place the remains back in the coffin and maybe get the lid back on it.
Okay. Give me a religion check.
Ooh, religion, that's a good use of that. I could do that. $29.
Okay. As you bend down to move the bones closer together, you feel something. You watch as some of the bones start to rattle, and a ghostly specter appears before you. Its
A
eyes
friendly
glowing
ghost?
red with hate.
Oh,
With
it
hate?
appears to have he's like grasping at his neck. Something is causing him pain, and you can feel the resentment in his eyes. You can see on his clothes the insignia of black arrows. You can't quite make out what rank he is, but you hesitate for a moment, but saying a prayer to Erastil under your breath seems to calm his eyes. They go from a angry red to a kind of pale green, and the shade kind of backs away from you as you carefully put the bones back in the coffin. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. I felt like I should maybe remove the thing that's harming him. Athletics is 31.
Nice.
31. You check the bones don't seem to have any. There's nothing on his bones.
There's not
that
like an
seems to
amulet
indicate-
or something.
No amulet. He just seems
a
to be
chain.
a great deal of pain. But his pain seems to be subsiding as you put his bones away.
Okay.
It seems like the thing to do. You kind of naturally lean towards the lid of the coffin and lift it up off the ground. It's quite heavy, but you've got the strength to do it. You slowly cover the coffin, and the shade goes inside. It's you all feel this kind of weird negative energy in the room. It's not satisfied yet, but you do have it in its coffin.
have to kill his murderer.
I mean, I suppose we could try doing the sanctify ritual again.
Well, rituals take a long time. I was thinking of putting this back in its place on the wall, since he's still down on the ground.
Oh, that would take a minute.
That seems like a two-person job. But
Yeah, you see a spot. It's there's 2 spaces up. There's an empty slot that it should go in. It's the
Fail,
only
you
empty
mind helping
spot in
Gunn?
this room.
Asher, you two are strong.
I am not that strong, but I will try to help.
some
Don't worry
ropes
about
might
it. I
be able
got
to
it.
help
I
us
got
too.
it.
Yeah, please, Val. My
Val.
arms are noodles.
Vale makes his way over. I can help.
Would it
Looks like
would
somebody
it help
did a
us to
bad
rig
job.
some ropes around it to?
I mean, if you insist, but I feel like you two are strong enough. It's just a box of bones, ain't it?
Prevent it from. I'm thinking about preventing it from falling if we mishandle anything,
Can we get 6 assists?
rather than. No, I'm not thinking about making it easier to get up. I'm thinking about making it safer to get up.
I see.
Here,
How much time do you want to spend at this?
I'll get underneath. I'll make sure it doesn't fall, says Jakardros.
It's
Come on.
stone. All right, with 3 of us.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, heave.
All right. Athletics checks. So you roll athletics, and they will also roll athletics to assist.
A 23.
They both managed to assist, so that is a... Well, does that actually stack? I don't know. But in this case, it does. You beat it regardless. So the 3 of you working together managed to heave it up over your shoulders. Jakardra's carefully making sure it's not going to fall, using his weight to support underneath. The 3 of you slide it into place. And as you do, the chill in the air seems to subside. Rocks that had been kind of rattling around the room calm. Spirits put to rest.
And we
Yay.
should probably not touch any of the other ones of these.
I wasn't planning to. I don't generally try to
Earthquake.
disturb dead.
Earthquake them all.
No, let's not. Unless you really want to fight a whole bunch of undead.
Nope.
Yeah, alright.
This room's a creepy, creepy, creepy place.
Just a little bit. Let's see what's the other direction.
Yes.
Well, last thing before we leave, does this rock look like it was decorated in any way, or is it just natural?
That just seems... Oh, actually, perception.
Okay. Headed to it. Perception. Have a 23.
Okay. As you look at the rock a little bit more closely, you can see some very distinct religious etchings all around the larger of the 2 boulders there. They are various sigils of Erastil carved into it.
Oh. Do they say anything or do anything special?
No, they're just they're markings that you would use at a gravesite dedicated to
Okay.
Erastil or Erastil's followers. It's a good thing we had a holy man like you with us, Gunn. This Jakardra's. Had it been
Well.
anybody else, that thing probably would have attacked us.
He seems to have just wanted his rest, and likely well deserved.
Don't we all?
All right, let's
What's
move
down
on out.
here?
So
Oh.
the party continues their way down the northern path,
But
following along behind Asher, who's taking the lead with the torch. Eventually, you come across a massive stone blocking the edge of the tunnel. But you can feel a cool wind seeping in from behind the edges of the rock.
ooh,
It's definitely a way outside. You can hear the rain, too.
Vale. Do you know where this might pop out?
He thinks for a bit. Oh, well, if we went to the north, so, we're probably on the north side of the keep. Pretty close to the path to the Erie and the guard tower.
Ooh,
It's
so
my
maybe
best
not
guess,
this
anyway.
way.
Not this way. This seems like the well.
Well, the guard tower's here.
That's true.
Is this so? This goes straight into the courtyard, then?
Yeah, I think so. And Asher, you can see
See.
there's a small lever on the side of the cavern wall.
Oh,
A lever.
Convenient.
clever.
For that matter, though,
It seems like this is the most obvious as far as being spotted exit, maybe.
but it's also potentially one way if there's no lever on the outside.
Depends on whether they can quickly realize that it's fake and how quickly they can dislodge it.
Mm-hmm.
It might be something that, just for looking at, seems like a dead end, but otherwise kind of gives it away if they see somebody disappear in here and suddenly a rock forms.
I agree.
Oh, I've looked at this wall hundreds of times. I didn't know there was something like this back here. If I recall, it just looks like normal rock on the other side.
Well, it did take you for being quite perceptive there, Val, so perhaps. But
I apologize.
Do you think
that
it's a good idea to-
Jakardra's voices are really similar.
The,
Thank you all for putting up with my shenanigans.
I guess our best bet is the basement.
I agree with that. But I
let's
mean,
go check the basement first then.
so in the like off chance that the basement is somehow blocked, there are two other ways to go.
We do have multiple entrance points, and which way did the other one go to, did you say?
So there's a little one that goes behind the new barracks.
Trying to
Very
remember.
like squished, but it's right next to the one with the trapdoor.
I feel like that would be a better entry point to at least take a look around. If nothing else, then when we walk out, we're not going to be quite as exposed as walking into a courtyard.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So let's check out the basement real quick, and then we'll see what's down there.
Sure.
Maybe there's another way in.
We have lots of choices.
Back across the bridge, everyone, one at a time.
Does anybody want to try going down the chasm?
Oh.
There was
Why?
somebody down there, and
Oh, somebody.
Somebody alive or
no, some
dead person?
Oh,
Okay.
somebody.
So Greshy's going to take a look down there as well, just to see if they can make out what's
See
down
him?
there.
right there.
Perception? Yeah.
Rocks.
Yeah, perception check.
He's got like he's got some kind of gear with him.
Not a great roll there. That would be a... I've rolled twice. 19 total.
Let's see what I. Oh, a 19.
Yeah, I mean, for both of
It's
you,
right
19
there.
plus Gunn pointing it out is enough to see, to spot the poor soul who fell down there. You can't quite see what he's got on him, but it's definitely a wood skeleton.
How far
It's-
down is he?
It's
It's about 50 feet down, it looks like.
Oh, shoot.
it's not urgent. It's just
Well, how
Like
about
a-
this? Whoever wants to go down, we'll lower rope. Asher, do you want to?
Yeah, I
Scurry
can
down there?
scurry like a little.
Is this
Let's
really
get
the
across the bridge, then use the rope down.
Okay,
I'll go last
Alright.
across the bridge so I can pick up my piton.
sounds good. One at a time. Greshy just starts ferrying people across the bridge.
I'll head first.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, Gunn makes his way across.
Okay, done.
Cardros goes next, followed by Kid. Vale will go next, and then Caven.
I'll go after them, but I'll be right here on the other side for Asher, just in case.
I'll pick up my piton and the end of the rope and bring it back.
This is where you just jump off the bridge and swing
Oh,
on it.
wee! That would be kind of cool. Everyone would think I was so neat, but then I would die.
Only a little death, it's fine. Don't worry
Ow!
about it. You actually got catfall, now that you
Think
remember.
with
I
bushes.
do.
Are you expert in acrobatics or just trained?
I think I might just be trained. Let's take a peek. Oh, I am expert.
Excellent. So I think you'd reduce it by either 10 or 15 feet. when you fall, which is
I
Ghost?
think I've written it down somewhere.
I'm not a fan of falls after the.
oh, you treat falls as 25 feet shorter if you're expert.
Oh yeah.
So
Oh wow.
I can't wait to be legendary where it doesn't matter what I do.
did that in the playtest. I loved that. I had my monk just jump into a pit.
I just
But do
tumble and
note
I'm like,
that
ah,
it
I'm bald
is-
fine.
It's not merely a pit. It's like craggy down there. So there is.
There might be
extra
some sharp bits and
damage.
stuff.
Yeah.
But
in
the
addition to fall
fall
damage.
wouldn't kill me, Jason.
Yes, the fall wouldn't kill you.
Ow, I've been speared through.
All right,
Okay.
well,
Alright. So you want me to climb down there with my...
and if you slip, I do have feather fall. I'll keep an eye out.
Cool. So the other piton's in with the rope. I'm gonna let's tie the rope around my
I'm gonna
midriff.
go whisper to Asher also.
Oh,
Also, there's gemstones. I didn't want the allies to get too. Some of the folks here with us might get a little too greedy, but if you get a spot what those are.
oh yeah. It's good that you trust Asher not to be...
Loudmouth about it.
Well, I don't think he actually cares. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna...
Asher goes, there's gemstones down there.
Shough! Did you guys see this? Alright, well I'm gonna go spelunking, I guess.
He just comes up and he's just got like them all decorated around his neck somehow. What are you talking about? Didn't find any gemstones.
He keeps them in his mouth. He's...
Oh, it's that scene from Robin Hood where the bear kisses his rings and just comes up and gives that smile with all the gems in the
Joe's
smile.
like, oh.
Okay, so Asher, you've still got the piton tied to one end of the bridge there. Is that what's going on?
So yeah, I hammered it into the kind of the
Oh, into the ground right near the
surface.
bridge.
Yeah,
Okay.
and now I'm spelunking myself.
Okay, so give me a athletics check to climb down.
Good luck to me. Oh, and I tie the rope around my middle just in case I go falling like a crazy.
Okay.
Ooh, a 27 for my athletics.
27. That is a critical success in this case.
Oh, I'm
So
so
you managed to
good.
move. Let's see. Easy tool. Tell me the movements again. I think critical successes you get to move your speed, but fine. Crit success. 5 feet per 20 feet of land speed.
On a critical success?
On critical success, what's the difference? Up, across, safely down, 5 feet. Oh, 5 feet plus 5 feet. Oh,
Yeah.
you get an extra 5 feet, I see. So
Okay.
what's your speed?
30.
30, so 5 per 20 is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Sorry. 5 per 20 is 20.
Is one
5.
unit.
Yes.
I
It's
think you get
5.
10 feet total.
So 10 feet. You get
Movement.
10 feet total.
Total.
There we go.
Yeah.
Alright, here I climb. So I'm
It's 5
Sorry, I
per
was
20
thinking
feet,
about
and it
the-
mentions in here a total of 10 feet for most PCs.
Yes.
So
yeah.
unless you don't have fleet or something.
Okay. Yep. So you managed to move 10 feet down. Okay. Give me another climb.
Da, 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 da. Ooh, 31. I'm doing really good.
31's another critical success. You climb down another 10 feet. You're now 30 feet, or you have 30 feet remaining. Another climb.
And none of the gemstones are near me?
There are some gemstones embedded into the rocks as you pass by. There's some that are a bit lower than where you are now.
Oh.
Take a look at them as you climb down.
Alright.
I feel like this is how whatever was down there died.
At 22.
22, that is merely a success. So you move down 5 feet, so you're at, you have 25 feet remaining. You're now close enough to some gems. You can take a look at them. They're there. It looks
Yeah.
like some kind of red ore embedded in the rock.
Can I tack at it with a... I don't know how easy that's gonna be. I have my any tool. I like
Well, currently you're
kick-
holding the rope with both hands.
Oh, am I? I didn't sling my, because I figured like it's around my waist, hold it, and with my
Sure. I mean,
feet
you
and
can
do
you can
this.
adjust your grip.
Oh no! What kind of a roll is that, Jason?
Nothing. But I mean, I'm saying that you don't have any tool in your hand. So.
Oh, I see.
Where is it
Yeah.
currently?
Well, you know what? I'll do it when I come back up.
Okay.
See how. We'll
Because I
see
believe
what
any
happens.
tool is in your bag, right?
All right. I'm gonna climb a little more.
You continue climbing down.
25.
All right, success. 5 feet. Climb.
Climb. 23.
Continue. Keep on climbing.
Oh, so close. 15.
Still a 6. Sorry. No, that's a failure. Yes, it's a failure. Sorry. So on a failure.
You don't move.
You don't move at all. Okay. The
that's
rope starts to wobble. You kind of lose your footing a bit. You stumble. You hold. You're still in place. Keep climbing down.
Okay.
You wish.
I will continue climbing. With a 17.
Okay. Still a failure. You're losing foothold. You keep trying to stabilize yourself. Again.
Not having a good time. How close am I to the bottom?
You are 15 feet from the bottom.
Oh, that's not so bad at all.
Yeah.
Could I just?
You could
Oh wait,
just
how
drop-
gross
You,
is the
you wouldn't
bottom?
want to drop because there's still ravines and stuff.
Perhaps if he can aim from this high up, it might not be so bad.
So wait, what? So the bottom isn't just like the bottom.
So the
What
bottom
is
is-
down here?
It narrows to a bunch of spiky rocks and a waterway that's flowing underneath.
Oh, okay. Alright, I will
I didn't-
try this
I
again.
You
didn't
wouldn't
hear about the
quite fit
waterway.
in the water. It's just like a trickling of water through the rocks.
We're having a great time.
You're not in
18.
danger of getting carried away. All right. That time you actually make it.
Oh boy.
So that's another 5. All right.
Da. A 17 again.
Still nothing. It's getting harder and harder the further you get. You're only 10 feet.
This is
from the bottom.
horrible.
You're losing your confidence as you
You're almost there.
sway.
I got it. Oh no, 16.
You're really
I don't know
struggling.
about this. It's dark and scary down here. It's probably ghosts.
Oh,
my
sorry.
God.
You have the torch in one hand. That's what's going on. I
Oh
forgot.
yeah.
Okay,
A
19. You're just 5 feet off the ground. You can
I'm gonna
You could pretty
step
safely just-
down.
drop down.
All right.
All right, you land on some rocks. It's a bit shaky, but you're fine. Nearby, just underneath the bridge, there is this skeleton. It seems to
Alright.
have a backpack of some sort.
Skeleton.
There's a pick that's not too far from its hands, made of some kind of shining, like blue material as you pass the torch over it.
Ooh.
Gives off a slight glow. In his pack, if you take a look in the pack, he's got
I
2
will.
large red gemstones.
Oh, easy. I don't even have to. I can pretend I got these myself. All right. Does the I don't know how I would know this, but does the skeleton seem haunted?
Nope.
Okay.
Seems dead.
Perfectly normal skeleton. I'll try and take his backpack and
Okay. Yeah, you grab the pick, which is kind of wedged in some rocks nearby, and scoop up the backpack.
Alright. I'm gonna. I guess I already have a backpack, and now I get to wear 2 backpacks?
Well, his backpack's pretty old and ratty.
Oh, okay. Ew. Well, I'll put the gems in my backpack, I guess.
Okay, just dump the gems out and toss them in your backpack.
All right, and yeah. All right, time to. Is there anything else down here actually?
No, not as far as you can see. Just the water flowing through underneath.
Perfect. 'Cause I don't like this. I'm gonna get back to my rope and climb away.
Okay.
Using the same technique as last time.
All right, give me some athletics.
Now watch me not be able to get back up.
I was just thinking that.
Oh no, 15.
Uh,
Okay.
It's scary. I just
Yeah.
touched a skeleton.
Yeah, you're wrapping yourself around. Try to get yourself up. You're not making it. You get like a foot
I
off the
have
ground.
noodle hands.
Gunn, do you mind helping Asher out?
Should
This?
we?
Oh no! Negative a 1. Put him on the ground.
Yeah, you're still on the ground, so nothing really happens there. Well, you kind of slip and fall on your back,
Ow.
prone.
I'm just glad that we got these rolls out of the way
I'm like a
Oh
turtle.
yes, because they're
now.
out of the way, and it's never going to happen again.
instead of
The rock
Asher
is
hitting this
a bit damp
particular
and mossy.
exact sequence in the middle of combat, doing nothing for the entire
Alright.
combat.
We're trying to climb. Boys.
on that
Alright,
natural
25.
one, it turns out that it's actually haunted.
Oh god, it like
20.
clambers over me.
25.
It pulls you back in.
success.
It's like,
You want-
Yeah,
no,
25.
you stay
You want us
with me.
to pull the rope up from here?
You're 5 feet up.
That's what I was suggesting. Gunn, if you wouldn't mind
Ah!
giving him a hand.
I start going.
Sure.
My
I can still
arms are
catch him
tired.
if he starts slipping. I'm not
Start
going to be
pulling the
strong.
rope up.
Okay.
31.
Give me an aid check. So it'd be athletics from Gunn.
31.
Okay. That
I mean,
is-
I should just be pulling, like, as long as he can hold on to the rope.
Sure, but I mean that's I wouldn't. I would say that's an aid on his athletics check.
Okay.
Effectively, because he still needs to hold on while you're doing this. So Greshy will kind of get out of the way while Gunn will do that. So that was a critical success on the assist. What's your athletics rank? You're an expert.
Yes.
Oh.
On critical success, it doesn't change until you get master, so it's a +2. Okay, so Asher rolled a +2.
Time to critically fail. Oh, perfect. 24.
26. Yay.
26. Okay, success. You climb up a bit further. 40 feet up. Gunn can roll again. And Asher
Okay.
roll in pairs.
Ooh.
Roll 20 for another
Not 20.
critical success on the
38.
assist.
At least someone's
So
getting
another
them.
+2.
A 19.
Alright, with the assist, you make it up a bit further.
Should have just had Gunn helping out this whole time. Or maybe
Lowers
just doing
me
it.
down.
It's hard to help him climb down. It's easier to help.
Aye.
You
Come
could
back
throw me
up.
down.
Not
That's
hard
like
to help
climbing.
someone climb down. Just lower the rope.
Okay, that is merely a success. So a plus
+1 for
to
Asher.
Alright. Oh, that's the wrong
Oh.
one.
Oh.
Haha!
that was a
32.
reflex.
Oh, it's even better.
2. That is a critical success. So you go up 10 feet. Now 25 feet.
Whee!
I mean, have
Halfway
you tried
there.
lowering a rope with someone dangling from it? It's kind of hard.
33.
33
Actually, yes.
is the critical success again.
And a 23.
I'll pick that at 24, 25. Alright, 5 feet. You're 20 feet from the top.
Hello.
Oh boy.
I sure hope I roll
29.
well.
29 is just a success, so
Ooh.
+1.
27.
28 makes that a critical success, so 10 feet.
Low
Alright, you're
from.
10 feet from the top.
All right,
This
we're
is
almost
where
there.
it all goes wrong.
We're
I
almost
have
there.
Featherfall for a reason.
26.
Alright, it's
So-
a +1 to Asher.
Alright. Hey, 29.
29. Alright, critical success.
Perfect.
You managed to pull up Asher the last 10 feet.
Hello.
Oh, jeez. I was not expecting to be quite so hard to get down and up, but there you
Yeah.
go.
I do have noodly little arms.
Well, I hope
I
you
suppose as much.
I hope you boys found something that's useful for plans here.
Potential.
Otherwise.
I found a pick.
You found a pick.
it's a glowy pick, but it is a pick. I guess he was a miner.
Magical, or is it made out of something special?
Can I
I
ping
don't
detect
know.
magic at it? Or I suppose Gunn could just examine it.
No, there's a. Yeah, I was reading. Detect magic is there's two different spells. Detect magic is the one that tells you there's something magical over there.
Mhm.
The other one, is identify.
Right, I would be detecting magic to determine if it was actually a magic item, if it was just weirdly glowing. But I imagine you could just identify it yourself, since you're pretty good about that, Gunn.
Yeah, I'll take a look and see if I can tell what it is with.
Okay. Yeah, give me.
I'm-
I guess this would be either. I would allow either nature or arcana.
I'm going to be improvising both, either one.
Oh.
So I'll try Arcana. They're both +2s.
Can I give him an assist on that?
Sure. Wait, do you also have to take magic?
It'll
Alright.
just.
Oh, sorry, you're just.
I have
you're
detect
just
magic.
Identifying. You're identifying. That's
If
fine.
we're
Yeah, yeah.
identifying. Aye.
No, I think
Well,
you'd have
I
to
will-
roll
I have
individually.
I have quick identify though, so that only takes 1 minute.
Aye, I was just going to help assist a bit.
if that's
Yeah,
allowed.
I wouldn't generally allow assists on recalling knowledge.
Okay.
Because he's just thinking about it.
Alright, well then,
All right.
I'll let him
Well,
do
we
it.
have a 21.
21.
Is that bonus to Arcana correct?
2. Yeah, that's from improvise. I have 0.
Yeah, it says
in-
improvised.
Aye, but it should be 4.
Oh, does it keep
It should be,
scaling up?
it's half your character level.
Ah, then it's 23, and I need to update my
Your buffs, yeah.
buffs. Yeah.
That's- Alright. Well, a 23, I believe, will be a success. It is a mithril pick. It is made of
That's made of-
mithril.
Nice.
Nice,
Good
indeed.
against devils and lycanthropes. Lycanthropes.
Well, I mean, it's a weapon, not a tool.
It is both a tool and a weapon.
Okay. So
I suppose that was worth it, maybe? Not sure.
Yeah.
Well, let's go check out this other tunnel real quick.
Mithril, if anything, is pretty rare. So.
Might be valuable. Or we could smelt it into somebody's sword, perhaps. Fix up somebody's weapon later on.
Good idea. All right.
But in the meantime, let's go check out this this basement here. Where was it? You said it was down here.
Oh, it was down where the lizards ran.
I heading down the southern tunnel here past the bridge.
Okay, you guys are making your way back to the room with all the boxes and crates of weapons and stuff. Pass
Oh, did we
on
look
to
at all the
east.
crates or just that one pile?
Just one pile.
Should we look at the other piles?
Sure. Since there's stuff down here, just a
Yeah,
quick
just in case.
quick
there's
peekaroo.
anything that could help us.
Okay, yeah, you guys make your way back into this kind of. It's almost like an armory of sorts. It's basically a weapons cache. And you go sorting through the rest of the stuff there. This gun had only briefly looked into one of the
Mm-hmm.
one of the weapon sets.
But now you could use detect magic and see if there's anything stashed away in here.
No, that's a fair point.
yeah,
We could ping it
there
with
you
detect
go.
magic and see what's what.
Yeah, perception checks then.
Perception. Give that a rolly bird. That is a 26. No, 25.
And I got a 26.
Okay, you guys start searching through the rest of these weapons. Yeah, they're mostly just fairly mundane. There's about 24 long swords, 16 short swords, 14 daggers, 12 longbows, Hold on. 53 arrows. But Gunn, with his detect magic, notices
No, I don't have
something.
detect magic.
Oh, sorry,
Greshy has
Greshy.
detect
Oh,
magic.
Greshy with the detect magic. Okay, Greshy with the detect magic. You sense something
What?
inside the bottom of this crate, and you dig around. You kind of do the thing where you're like halfway inside it, rummaging around, knocking stuff out. And eventually
Young
you
Link
pull,
in Ocarina of Time.
yeah. Eventually you pull out seems to be something wrapped in an oilcloth, and you unfold it, and inside are six bolts that have some strange runes inscribed on them.
You will get to know the school of magic, and
I can tell you how this is. Find it. Let's see. They are shock runes. Sorry, fuck, you didn't identify it. But they,
I will spend
sorry.
10 minutes identifying if that's what it takes to get the full
Sure.
information there.
All right, you identify it. It's evocation. It's the school. That's what I meant to say.
Okay.
23.
That's 23. Sure.
Amusingly, that doesn't actually succeed.
Does it not?
No.
You're not sure then.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Some kind of evocation.
Definitely some
Hey,
kind
it
of
does-
evocation.
Aye, some sort of damage and bonus there. But they're bolts, Asher, if you'd like.
Nice. I will use them without knowing what they are at all.
That'll be exciting that way. What's the worst that could happen?
Here, I'll shoot myself in the foot, and we can
No,
find
let's
out.
not do that.
That's okay.
I don't know what they do, but I imagine shooting yourself is never going to be a good thing with these bolts.
I'll add my mystery bolt.
If they were necromancy, perhaps they might be healing bolts, which would still be kind of strange. Because I don't know why you'd want to shoot somebody to heal them, but
Hey, sometimes that's the way you gotta do it.
It's right up there with sleep bolts.
I gonna hit you, hurt you, and then make you go to sleep, or go to sleep and then wake you up with damage. Anyway, where was
Yeah,
it?
we used to solo stuff with those.
Or was it that the
Oh yeah, it's up there.
trapdoor is? All right, let me take a look over here to the east.
Yeah,
See
there's
what's
this
what.
tiny little area which apparently goes out behind the new barracks.
Oh, that's a
Squeezy
very
hole.
tight squeeze in there, isn't it?
Mhm.
Oh dear. Oh boy. And I see a trapdoor is up here though. This is the basement, I think.
Yeah, I think so anyway.
Yeah, it's still currently just wide open.
Did you see what was inside down there?
It just kind of looks like cavern basement-y. It didn't
Cavern
look like
basement.
there was anything down there.
Did you see if there were any weird spots of glowing at all? Like perhaps with the lizards?
I don't think I saw anything like
I don't know
that.
where they went.
Yeah, I mean, all you could really see is just for what you can see from the opening, which is a small chamber with an exit to the north.
All right, let's go in. I want to see what's in there.
So let's whee. Well, there's
gonna-
a ladder, so I guess we're not
I'm gonna-
jumping.
Just cover up my whisk. I'm gonna stash it in my cloak.
There's just this weird glowing spots on Gunn.
You stash the whisk. You're not supposed to be. I think I still have you glowing. I'll fix that somehow. Oops, didn't correct thing.
I think Asher's torch is the only light I can see now.
I think you technically have a light on you. There we go. I've turned it off. It was just a small light. Okay, so you make your way over to the entrance there, and we you over to the next map. Let's see. So who's going down first?
It looks like me, so I will go
Asher.
Looks
down.
like Asher.
I'll
Okay.
do a tumble and well, I'll climb down.
Tumble down the ladder there.
I'll jump.
Just fix that. Okay, Asher, you start climbing down the ladder and find yourself in a narrow tunnel. Up to the north, or I guess northwest, you see a shocker lizard.
Oh,
It shrieks a bit in surprise at the light and goes scurrying
there
off
we
to the
go.
north.
Alright, well, I'll move a bit to let other people down. While lighting the way over here.
Okay, so you make your way forward. Who's coming down next?
I believe Gunn was next, but I
I'll
could go.
next.
All right.
Oh, let me leave. Let me get some light for Gunn. There we go.
Okay.
I
So
can't see anything.
yeah,
I'll keep the light on the
You're not
ladder.
over there yet.
Because I'm not on the map.
yeah, I was trying to find where your token was. There we go. Gunn climbs his way down next, and you can see Asher there with the torch, waiting in the cavern. Who's next?
Okay.
It would be me.
Greshy. All right. Greshy, climb your way down.
Ah, here we are. Just see anything?
One of the little lizards was down here, but scurried off.
All right. Well, we seem to have found where they went running off too. Wonder how many are down here.
They
So as they're
screech.
talking or whispering to each other, the others make their way down as well. They're all kind of crammed in this tiny
Just
Make sure everyone is here.
area.
Everyone's here. I
Everyone.
can see.
Oops.
Everybody's
Caven.
here.
Oh.
Hasn't run off yet.
Hey,
Well, this looks like a
I'm not gonna run
cavern
away.
rather than a basement. So
So Asher steps forward, and to his immediate left, there's a shocker lizard currently curled up on a pile of leaves.
Okay.
And when it sees you, it starts hissing, and you can see, you turn around behind you, there's another in a little nook, also wrapped around
It's their little nest.
a little, some kind of arrangement of twigs and leaves.
Aw,
It also
how
starts
cute.
hissing.
Well, we've stumbled upon their home. This seems rather rude of us.
See another one to the north scurry off behind a pillar. Stalagmite.
Goodness. Do I still have the... I never got a mushroom, did I?
No, I don't believe you did.
I don't think Gunn actually handed me the mushroom. That's okay.
I thought I did.
Oh,
I mean,
do
we
I-
had two.
You
You
I
showed
had
it
to-
to
write
him.
it down.
I don't know if you actually gave it to him.
I think I gave the red one
can-
to Asher.
can
You
ask
did. You
him.
gave the red one to Asher. I still have the gray one, the other one.
Okay, I'm fine with that if you gave it to him. Sure.
Well, I'm not as good at Greshy as speaking animals, but I'm gonna take a mushroom out of my pocket and just gently place it on the ground here. And then
Okay.
kind of go
Yeah,
here.
you take a mushroom and place it on the ground. Sure. That's gonna take so much time. Okay, yeah, you take a mushroom and place it on the ground beside you. The lizard looks at you. Big eyes. Just glaring.
Lizard diplomacy. Ooh, do not.
Is it going okay, Asher?
I don't know. I'm gonna.
Give me a nature check if you're trying to handle animal.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna handle the animal. Oh no. Oh no. A 30.
Oh
Not
no,
bad.
that's not bad at all.
Yeah, that's actually quite good. I believe it goes why don't I keep forgetting? That is something I need to write down. Is the dispositions. There we go. Right in here. No, they're like the one set of conditions that's not on my cheat sheet. Alright. It starts to... It's hissing at you for a moment, but then looking at you, it starts to cheep a little bit. And little sparks start to fly. And suddenly, one from around the corner darts between your legs and grabs the mushroom and runs it over to this other lizard here, and they start chirping at each other.
Aww.
And they bite into it and start eating.
I don't know how I feel about the fact that Asher's better than Greshy at dealing with animals.
I just carry a lot
It's
of
not like this is his order or anything.
I just carry some food around in my pockets.
Hey, if it works, it works.
Maybe
I think it
nature
speaks to both
would be a
Asher
better.
and Greshy's characters.
Maybe just don't use your words. Just use your heart.
Alright, well, at least
I don't know
two of
about
them
that.
are okay. Alright. I don't... So, two of them are okay. I don't know about these other ones, but it looks like it's their little nest houses, so maybe we should just scoot around them.
Gonna go behind Asher. So what exactly did you do?
I gave it a mushroom. I think they like mushrooms.
All right. I'll pull out the other mushroom. Did you want to try again? You got it to work once.
Yeah, I can. I mean, I can try with these two. Seem okay, but I can try with a new one over here. I can go put.
So I do see the one over here to the northeast or so.
Yeah, I'll go put a mushroom over here.
Okay, you make your way to the northeast towards another of the shocker lizards. It hisses as you get close, but you carefully place the mushroom down on the floor and back away a little bit. Continues to hiss for a moment. Then two shocker lizards come running from the north chamber and start fighting over
Oh.
over this mushroom. They're just
Well,
kind of
that's-
tumbling
that's-
with each other.
Oh.
Sparks are flying. Give me a reflex save.
Oh yay! See my cool reflex save. It's a 29.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, you jump back as like a little spark of lightning bounces off of the two of them. Seems when they're in close proximity with each other, the electrical impulses grow stronger. And one wrestles half of it free, and takes it to its mate, I guess, over here to the north.
Oh.
And the other takes the other half and runs down the corridor to the southeast, kind of at an intersection.
Alright, well... I don't actually... This is very, like... There's many places we can go. I don't know if there's a correct direction.
Yeah, you're kind
Take
of
the
just
whisk out
standing at a
again, since this
crossroads.
seems like it's more of the corridors, or more of the caverns, not the basement.
I just tell everyone to not harm the lizards. They
Mhm.
seem to be reasonable enough.
Yeah, and if in
Sorry, so you're taking
doubt,
the whisk
put
out?
food on the ground.
Okay, Gunn, you remove the whisk and illuminate the area with your bright whiskey aura.
Which way should we go? A
Uh,
long way to the north, or a long way to the...
Generally, if you follow one wall in a maze, it's supposed to lead you to where you're trying to get to. So if you
Okay.
follow like the right wall, then we would
Then
just keep following the right wall as long as we don't.
Let's try this way.
Right.
Can we sneak past these other groups? I
That's
mean,
fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they
not
seem
sneak, but like,
yeah, you kind of just keep your distance. trying not to get too close to the lizards. They seem satisfied right now with their little mushy meals. As you round the corner, there's one to the south that starts hissing as you approach,
Oh. Do I have?
and you can see another to the north.
Unfortunately, only have the one mushroom.
I do have a little. I gave you your little lettuce. What exactly is a ration? What is defined as a ration?
It's usually a. I mean, it depends on your own personal taste what you would have bought, but it's usually some kind of preserved foods.
I didn't know if it
Salted
was
meats,
like
veggies,
those
various
guac
things.
bars or.
Not quite
Actually-
that fancy, I imagine, but
Yeah, probably not usually that fancy. It's probably like nuts and cheeses and some bread and that sort of thing. Salted
well,
meats. Stuff that
Hardtack.
stays well.
You know.
Hardtack, yeah.
Some of those-
nuts on the ground. Wait, can
Might-
I consider what they might like to eat if they're okay with nuts or
Sure. Another nature check, I guess.
nature don't fail me.
The whole party just kind of squeezes in close. Trying not to get too
22.
close. 22. Okay, you dig through one of your rations, parsing out the things that you think would this creature would like. So go and use up a ration, but you can
Alright.
place it on the ground.
if only I had good berry.
I'm gonna sneak over this way. Seems like there's
I'll leave some on the
a
ground.
door here,
Okay.
and also
Gunn,
What's that?
Gunn makes his way over to a suspicious bit of stonework in the wall, while Asher is placing down another ration. Another shocker lizard comes running from the north after a bit of squeaking from the one sitting on the nest there on the south, and it comes and scoops up all of the little rationing bits that Asher put down and takes them over to the one on the nest. And content, they seem, though they're just going to eat away.
Very cute. Alright, what's up here?
You know, actually, you're pretty good with the animals there. You ever
Uh,
thought about being a druid at all?
I don't think very much about anything.
Not sure what you mean exactly by that.
I'm just a ranger. I lived in the woods for a long time. You know, animals just like food.
Well, sure, but doesn't mean that you couldn't get to know them a bit more.
It's
You
true.
seem to be friendlier with them than I am, so.
Oh no.
You,
Well,
you
Chris,
sell
you just
yourself
need a
short,
bunch of food.
Asher. You're better with the animals than I ever was. Roger just makes his way past over
You know,
towards where
everyone's-
Gunn is.
I love little animals.
I'm gonna
Ash just
examine
loves animals.
the door here, or the wall here.
Yeah, so there's
there a
there's a
lever or
wall
something?
there. It's a stone wall at the end of this kind of dead end, and you can see some pretty clear seams of what should be like a doorway. It looks like you could probably press. There's no handle here, but you could probably push and get back.
Do we want to explore any more, or are we just thinking that it's going to be mostly a challenge to go?
Where do we
between
think this was going to come out at? Do we know?
This could be the basement we're looking for.
Well, this should be the basement. If my guess is correct. What was down here? The warden's room usually deals with keeping tabs on any of the poachers that we find out in the woods. Otherwise, there's a couple of barracks. A few rooms where some of the other men sleep.
Cover the whisk and lightly push the door.
Okay, you cover the whisk. And lightly push the door open. As the stone panel swings open, it's it pushes through an array of dresses. You can just barely, I guess, from Asher's torchlight in the back, you can make out what appear to be a bunch of women's clothing hanging from clotheslines strung up on the ceiling.
Uh-oh. We've learned the secret of the black arrows.
I was about to ask, do
They're uniforms.
Do-
They're
well,
very different.
the Black Arrows usually have women in them, or is this my primarily male-only organization?
Well, I suppose women could join, but we haven't had a women member in a long time. They're not usually boring enough to join up with this sausage fest.
Caven, sometimes you better serve just keeping your mouth closed, but fair enough. I would like to sneak up behind Gunn and see if I can get a better look, since I'm actually able to see in there. Is it really just dresses?
Yeah, it seems to be a variety of different dresses, many of them with red and green color schemes. At the far end,
Do they look...
a stone door at the end of the closet.
Do they look sequined or almost similar to, say, snakeskin?
Yeah, do they look snaky in any way?
No, not particularly.
thinking
They
the
just look
same.
like nice dresses.
Okay.
They're definitely.
They all have
They're definitely
well,
high
I guess
end,
they're
probably
dresses, they all
noble
have
women's
one hole at the
dresses.
bottom.
Sorry, what?
Mhm.
I was just thinking the tip-off would be if she had pants with just one leg.
A skirt?
Well, the benefit of a dress is you don't have to worry about how many legs there are. You just have to have it open and you're good.
Right.
All right.
I mean, there don't appear to be any pants here. It's all just dresses of various types, but they all seem to be very finely made.
She likes her finer things for sure. I think we
Maybe
know
I
whose.
will wear a dress.
I think we
Caven.
know whose stuff this is.
Oh yeah.
Caven, come here.
Fine.
Just-
You want.
Can you see the dresses?
Go put one on right now.
I'm not trying to bully the boy.
He, as soon as he gets close enough, he kind of hesitates and backs away. Yeah,
They are, aren't they?
Those are hers, all right.
All right.
She's here. She's here. I don't know what.
If you... Would you prefer to stay here? Or are you willing to fight her with us?
I'm gonna try and calm him down. Like he seems like he's just starting to panic, so
Yeah, you can do a diplomacy
I'm
check
gonna
here.
go diplomacy with a total of 28.
8. Okay. You place a firm hand on his shoulder and just kind of look him in the eyes, and he looks back at you and seems to calm down. No, I'll fight.
All right.
I've had enough of that itch controlling me.
I'll let you know now, Caven. If you run, you're going to regret it. But I'll keep you alive. All right?
Fair enough.
You ready, Gunn?
Sure, I was.
How about you, Asher?
Oh, is the entire party gonna wear dresses and sneak around pretending to be her?
I do not think I look like a snake lady.
Get on
Oh,
my
that sounds like
shoulder.
a fun plan. Says Vale on the back.
Vale, you are welcome to wear a dress if you'd like. I will say, I imagine it'd be pretty breezy.
Yeah, Vale and I will wear the dresses and look very fancy.
You think
I mean,
those
until I
others would
started
be
wearing
fooled?
this snakeskin thing, I wasn't really wearing pants, so...
Oh my god, I forgot about that. Danny DeVito snakeskin.
I forgot about that too. Just underneath all of Greshy's rags, he's wearing this super tight snakeskin bodysuit.
Not the most attractive wear, to be sure, but that's okay.
All
Not to
right.
try
I
and
don't know,
attract
it's
anyone
quite
anyway.
attractive. Some people like that.
Well, this is nice.
Don't yuck people's yums, Greshy.
Well, if you're ready, go right ahead.
Alright. We should at least listen to the door.
We could.
Well, the door's open here, but
Oh, this door.
There's another
Oh,
door
that's fine.
at the far end of the closet.
We could check if any of these are magical.
I mean, sure. Allow me to ping the dresses and see if any one of them is particularly magical in some way.
It'll just it tells you what's in. It tells you the source of the highest level magic within 60 feet. I want to say.
We're gonna have a Sailor Moon moment. We're all gonna transform into magical girls in the basement.
No, I think I'd be okay with that actually if we get to do a fancy transformation sequence. Let me roll my double dice here as I cast detect magic again here in the closet.
Okay. Let's see.
Oh, a note on this also. You detect illusion magic only if that effect has a lower level than the level of your detect magic spell, or it doesn't change the appearance of the thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah. Greshy, you kind of scan the closet with your detect magic pings. No, these dresses just seem like dresses. None of them appear to be magical.
Well, I imagine they're magically slimming, but they don't do much else. So
We could. I mean, anything we did to her collection is likely to enrage her, which could be an advantage or a disadvantage.
let's see if she's actually out. Well, go listen to the door, see if she's even there.
Yeah.
If we can determine if she's even here, it might be something worth
Yeah.
exploring. But
Well, I can do that. I can listen to doors. I'm fine.
What if she's like, good, those were those dusty old dresses that I put in the basement closet.
Okay.
Shall I
Gunn, give me a
perceive?
perception check. Sure. You sneak your way over to the door.
Ooh,
Oh,
nat
shit.
20.
nice.
33.
You listen at the door. And
Not 20.
I have no idea if this will pick up. You try. Yeah, let's.
Do I hear someone writing something?
Yes.
I hear someone writing something.
It wouldn't be an ogre then.
Writing what? Can you hear the letters?
It's a natural 20. I mean, obviously that's how this works.
No, you cannot hear the individual letters that she's writing. You can hear
Fair.
there's the occasional pause.
Well,
A
we
break.
do know she likes to write letters. Option 1, bust in and try to capture the boss, potentially ruining our surprise, but
Creating a
taking the head
good
off the snake,
style.
if you will.
Well, we can also retreat into the caverns and run around.
Yeah, that's true. The ogres might, and let's make it quick, but
I
ogres might not be able to hold the fort nearly as well without her help,
That's true.
if that's her.
Or it could be her friend who likes writing letters.
I think we should go in and we should deal with whatever's in there.
I think someone coming out of your closet is quite a surprise.
Yep. So,
Alright.
all right. I'll draw my sword in one
Oop.
hand and whisk in the other.
I have
my
I have Phelan ready to launch and my staff out.
Actually,
Okay.
I guess it'll be
and I
really
guess
dark if I put away my torch.
Balin and Jakar and Kavon and Kib all squeeze into this closet with you.
Um,
And-
someone closed the secret door.
I got
Could
it.
you close the door behind you?
Yeah,
Here.
Jakardros reaches back and
And
closes the panel
3,
behind
2,
you.
1,
Alright.
kick.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, and kick. You open the door.
Well, I mean,
hope
assuming it
it's
opens
cool.
out.
Yes, it does open out. You kick open the door and charge in, revealing
Charge in.
a bedroom with a. Oh, I didn't actually put a light in here, but you should be able to see a little bit more than this. Let me just.
I got my whisk out.
Yeah, yeah. Here, I'll put the whisk back on.
Don't imagine she'd be right in the dark. That's fair.
Of all the things you didn't expect, a paladin jumping out of your closet with a glowing whisk.
Hey, if you had the whisk out, I would have put the torch away. I didn't realize.
Okay,
I was
so
kind of taking it out and putting it away.
So, Gunn, you
As you
open the
did.
door and burst into the room, and you see sitting there at her writing desk is a lone woman with bright orange hair, or red hair, I suppose.
Matches the description, and there's no one else who would be here, so
Yeah. So here, I'll just give you a quick look-see at her. Oh, please tell me I put her here. No, I didn't actually make her hand out.
You weren't expecting us to walk into her closet, did you?
No, I should have expected. That was entirely a possibility, and for some reason, I did not put her token here. One sec.
All right,
You-
hanging on.
Loading.
Well, at least
Loading.
Gunn is out of the closet. He's the first one. Congratulations to him.
It's fine.
Everyone else needs to do their best.
There she is.
I'll step out in a moment.
I'll
I have to take after
support
Gunn's
you.
bravery there.
We have to support each other in our leaving of the closet.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be such a tiny fighting space. Look at that.
Okay, so yeah, you burst out of the closet, and there, seated at her desk, with a glass of fine wine in hand and a quill in the other, is Lucretia, sitting in her maroon dress with green lace-up vest. She turns and looks at you as you jump in behind her. And
if I have one more action this round, it's an attack. But
sure, yeah, you can attack.
I mean, or we could just start by rolling initiative. All right, because I had the sword out for one exact reason. Whoops, that's the wrong weapon. No, it's not.
That looks correct.
33.
Okay, 33. I think that's, but let me see. Yes, a 33 will hit. So you leap out of the closet, swing your sword. There's a sudden as you slash across her body, dealing how much damage?
Looks like a mere 11 points. That's an awful roll.
All right, 11 points of damage, slashing at her. The glass flings to the floor and shatters. She stumbles back a few steps. What's the meaning of this? As your party gets ready to lunge at her. I think that will do it for tonight. Since we are at our time.
We are.
So,
Well then.
we've encountered Lucretia. Or presumably Lucretia.
No.
It's a body double.
I mean, it's only one way to find out.
Yeah, there is only one way to find out. Alright, so next time we will roll initiative and get that combat started. Yeah, otherwise, I think that'll do it for tonight. Yeah, any other things I need to do? Nope.
No, I think so. We will be next Monday.
Yes, right, next
no,
Monday.
wait.
No, not Monday.
We should talk about it and post. I mean, either way is fine by me, actually. So.
Oh, okay. Well, we will figure it out after the stream. Cool. Well, I guess that's been it this time for Third Action. Follow us on
Aye.
Twitter at Third Action Show. Go to our YouTube, check out our VODs, post them there when I get a chance. Yeah. So hopefully we'll be back either Monday or Tuesday. We'll see. Thanks for playing, everybody. Hope you all had a good night.
Good night.
Good night.